welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. This is episode 32. Last time we set foot on Ash, and here we are in, Easterler, town of Easterler, where we had a lovely face-to-face encounter with Odin. Once again, he showed up, talked some shit.
Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow, and so will I.
Yes. And then he showed up, talked a bunch of shit, put a cool barrier down, and we're now going to Reverie, over in that direction, to the edge of Infinity, to follow in the footsteps of the other survivors of this town. Off we go. Very cool looking atmosphere over here with our red lightning spires that came out of dark voids in the sky. Let's press on. I'm sure a place with the location name of the Edge of Infinity probably doesn't mean anything. You know, not a significant naming thing at all. Look at that. And we get ever closer to a potential fight, a proper fight with Barnabas / Odin at some point. He kicked our butt the first time we met him, and then we had a fight where he just toyed around with us in the chasm of the sea that he split open. Maybe third time will be the charm. Well, we've got Fallen Ruins naturally on Ash as well. Looking all overgrown. I'm really loving the music. Got a currently inaccessible area.
There's something there. I can feel it. But now's not the time.
The wooden door built into the archway of the Fallen Ruins.
Time to fight.
Man, that's a big looking gear. You can see that there was some sort of gear system built in there. I love that you just look at all these like fallen ruins that are kind of like, oh hello. You look at these fallen ruins which are kind of hard to like understand what they are. And then they're like, there is a gear.
Nice try.
Nice. I love that they made the Armans just kind of normal roaming enemies. I remember way back when it was like the first hunt that came out, and I was like, oh, I'm so happy it's in the game, but also, is it going to be a super rare enemy? And it is kind of a rare enemy. It doesn't come up often. But I do really like that there's more of them to fight. And they're called Plague, which is a very cool name for them too. I like their abilities. Right. Ooh, adamantite gauntlets. Okay. Let's take a look. What you got for me? Adamantite gauntlets. Increases maximum HP by 500. It has taken us until this point of the game, 32 episodes in, hours and hours into the game, for us to get any sort of like massive HP increase item. Unlike most wristwear, which admittedly only protects one's wrists, gauntlets cover both lower arm and hand. Any drop in mobility is made up for by an increased threshold to pain. Interestingly enough, like we have Vam braces, which is kind of like for the, for the wrists. But then they've turned the accessory into, the gauntlets into an accessory. Is kind of interesting. Instead of one of these. Okay. Well, in that case, what do I want to give up? 12 seconds is a long time, but I think we can put on an HP increase. To be honest, the only times where the HP has really come in like handy of having as much as possible has been
I needed that.
Svarog and getting caught off guard by that Pandemonium boss. I need to go back to the Hideaway for supplies as well. If there's not a shop nearby here.
This is it, boy.
Okay, here we go. It looks like a bunch of like giant spears and halberds and stuff that have just like fallen from the sky, similar to when Odin has done his like little thing where all the spears have come out to create a barrier for us. So it may be a similar thing. A single stolid spire? Is that a real word or a typo? Is that supposed to say solid? But here's the thing, Final Fantasy XVI uses ye old English as well. It uses funny stuff. Stolid is a word! Calm, dependable, and showing little emotion or animation. Absolutely crazy. It's not a typo. Stolid is an actual word. That's when you know I think this game is in good hands with its like focus on great translation and use of the English language and a lot of old fantastical words and, ye old English. Stolid spire, rising high above the deadlands to pierce the very heavens. Before we head there, this is our opportunity to quickly duck back home to the Hideaway. I'm just going to restock with Karen. It is really weird that we can fast travel back home. Like, I guess that they don't want to lock you into a point of no return, maybe? But from a story perspective, it is a little bit funny.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Because are we assuming that the Enterprise
I'll not find a better price than that.
took us back home temporarily?
It's rubbing me blind, you know.
Now we got a soiled loincloth. Oh, we can ask about Dravost.
The sound of ringing still.
Has filled the streets of Dravost since back before anyone can remember. And there's not a smith worth his salt who didn't prentice under one of the village masters. Me and Zoltan worked old Vulcan's foundry till our lungs burned down and our skin turned black, but we were happy. Till we weren't. Things change, people change, and we can either change with them or we can stay stuck in the past. Me and me old mate have chosen to put our past behind us so that Dravost can have a future. A future where young smiths can be proud of work done well and work done right, just like here.
Who knows?
Maybe someday my apprentice will be someone else's master and work them just as hard as I do him.
What's that for you, dear?
Alright, let's have a look. We can make Sons of Ouroboros with the Morbol flower and the stained loincloth. Now, We get a decent defense increase, I suppose, and an incredible HP increase of 4 with the stained loincloth and the morbol flower. Now, I'm assuming we're going to get more pieces of orichalcum, because I think we need 5 in total, because there's 1 for this one, 1 for this one, and then 3 for Gottadamarung. Yeah, we had 2 dark steel and a primitive battle horn to get that 50 attack and stagger increase. So part of me feels like I should just save up 3 first for the weapon, but then at the same time, I don't think we know how far away all those other ingredients are, you know? Still,
That it?
I might just leave it for now. 15 defense is 15 defense, you know? It's not gonna kill me. To reverie now. Just needed a refill on me Lionheart tonics for me limit breaks. Look at that stolid spire. Stolid? Who knows?
I've come for you, Barnabas. Stay close, Torgal.
The Last King. Okay.
The tower. It's alive.
And we're in an ether flood. Where's Joshua at? He checking out his other ruins to study that mural. We're in a live tower with some really cool music.
More echoes of the fallen. They seem to feed on ether. There shouldn't be any here.
Classic Mega Flare moment. It's very satisfying to pull off. I love that we've got another one of these after... it's been so long since we went through one of these. I think it was episode 10? Episode 9 or 10? No, episode 10 was the big Ultima reveal episode. So it was like a few episodes before. It was in the first 10 episodes of the game that we were in a similar location to this, fighting Fallen and investigating these ruins, and we were still having so many questions about what was going on.
Bloody Fallen. Why do all their flaws seem to have a mind of their own?
Bloody Fallen, mate. the scale of these types of locations, though, are amazing.
Thanks, boy.
Okay, they're all... Oh! They're all just exploding in my face. I'm just like, wait a minute. This is what happens when I try to, like, you go and do a fight where you're like, I just won't spam diamond dust. And then all the bombs explode. Oh, that doesn't work? Okay. Wait, they're already blowing up. They're already blowing up. Okay. I'll just cancel then. All right. That's fine. Those two bombs were like, yeah, we're just gonna dip. We're out of here. God, this music is so cool. Oh, ow. Hey. Okay, everything in here is insane. Okay. What is happening today? What the fuck?
Nice try.
Oh my god. Please.
Too slow.
Oh man. All the bombs just destroy my HP. I'm just losing everything immediately.
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. All yours, Cornwall. Too slow.
Alright, word to the wise, watch out for those fucking bombs, mate. That's why you gotta do the side quests to increase your bag capacity, because you're gonna be using those damn potions. That's right, beginning of the episode, you know, you gotta warm up again. Gotta lubricate the old fingers. Well, this tower does reach for the very heavens itself, apparently, so... Ah, yes.
Time to fight.
Stay down.
Oh, hello.
Let's try. To me, boy!
I fucked up that timing. That's what I thought the attack was gonna be. Love the flans and bombs being fallen technology stuff. So cool. Or like corrupted fallen technology, maybe. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Double potion drop, okay. Ooh. We're not going direct... are we going directly up? Oh no, we're moving. Oh my god. Whoa.
If I were Barnabas, where would I be?
At the very top.
Top. So I could look down on the world.
Why is... He's being so like petty and sassy while we climb up to the top. Of course he'd be at the top.
You're finished. Farewell. This might take a while. Get off.
there's a whole bunch of enemies with health bars that haven't even rendered in yet? What the fuck was that? They were off the lift and moving around, and they still had green health bars? What is that? I mean, grey health bars? What is that? Unbelievable. What the fuck? Oh my god, these bombs just exist to fucking annoy me. Oh my, I can't see. The bombs aren't even alive enough for me to kill them. They just want to blow up.
It's over. All yours, Torgal.
I know where I'm going. I'm purposefully running into walls. Oh god, it's getting dark. For the dark night. Oh my god, okay. It's getting serious. I love the grand display of this shit. Oh. That's a meaty boy. Gotcha, Soul Taker. Okay, I let you get that first one. Okay, I'll let you get that second one too. How was that not a perfect block? Unbelievable. All right, that's understandable. Gotcha. On your hands and knees. Oh, I was too close to him to even try dodging. You can block that. Aha! You thought you could do spirits within. Cancelled! Cancelled the spirits within.
What was that thing? Hopefully there aren't any more.
Big bitch doesn't know how to clip his fucking Akashic toenails is what he doesn't know what he is. Don't let me tell you that twice. Ascension. It's not over yet, Snake. There's still more tower. What's pretty crazy about this is there's been quite a few situations where you feel like you're in boss fights, and I've pointed this out, like you feel like you're in these boss fights that are like final boss level events that take place, and they're just so crazy that they're pulling it out like partway through the game. And then you're in a location like this, like ascending this giant ancient spire that is like alive with ether, and you're climbing up to the top to defeat the Dark King of like a whole continent, or like a whole, you know, yeah, a whole kingdom, and you're just like, I'm gonna go fuck this guy up. And this is like very like final end of the game stuff. This is the main villain, but it's not the main villain. Ultima is the one in the background. Like there's still more after this scenario where we have to go and deal with the final mother crystal at the kingdom of Waloed. But it's like, this is like sort of the ultimate end game dungeon. Psych. There's still more. It's just insane. This whole game's been an absolute ride, and it just feels like there's so much more around the corner. The big orb. Very interesting to see that actually working mechanically. Control node. Oh god, I'll let you have that one.
Too slow.
Okay, sure. Now we gotta learn all these bad boys' attacks. Oh god. Gotta work on my timing to block that one. Okay. I don't know. What am I doing? That's what I'm trying to do. But just terribly. There we go. I knew I had it in me. Oh.
Nice try.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. Man, these attacks are pretty annoying, huh? Oh my god, what are you doing? No, you cannot clamp me. I realize what I keep doing wrong there is my brain keeps wanting to do multiple of my like blocking, parrying moves, and I just choose to do none of them. Oh god.
All yours, Torgal.
I didn't do it anywhere near enough. I was saving this for the fucking stagger time. God damn it.
Now, Torgal.
Oh my god, please. I was saving that attack, you bastard! There it is.
Nice try.
Cinematic finish. But it's not over yet. Okay, okay. Iron Giant except gold. Show me what you've got.
What's one more, eh, Toggle?
Aurum Giant. Nice. Okay, the fire does damage.
All yours, Toggle. Now, Toggle.
Oh, like the fire doing damage is the worst. That's not nice at all. Aurum Giant dismantled. Never stood a chance. Fallen iron. Thousands of years having passed since its forging, not a single blemish, scratch, nor patch of rust can be found upon this metal surface. As to how that is possible, none can say. The answer will likely remain lost forever. Look, fallen iron. Bah. He tried his best, mate. He's a little rusty. Hasn't fought a worthy opponent in a while. Oh, we're reaching the top and it's getting dramatic.
Almost there.
The crown. No more music. We can fast travel. Really interesting. What happens if we fast travel out of here? I assume we just have to ascend it again. They've given us a high potion and 2 potions. We shouldn't have to leave, but I'm just... The fact that we can is funny to me. I shouldn't need to change anything that we've got. We're very high up here. Bahamut, Titan, and Garuda with a healthy blend of abilities. How many ability points do we have? 1370. Only 375. It does just give me enough to master the heat wave, though. And I can put heat wave onto something if I so wish. Impulse or heat wave. I'm kind of anticipating projectiles. I'm trying to think of Odin's attacks. He got a bunch of lasers and swords and a hulse. Actually, no, if we're going to be fighting Odin, we'll probably be in Ifrit's form, because that's how we've fought every other dominant. Which means I probably don't even need to fuck with this. TBH. I reckon we'll be able to do this with Barnabas, but if we're going to think about how we've fought every other dominant so far, Ifrit needs to show his face. But will Joshua show up for Ifrit Risen? I think that's also a very important question.
He's here. I can feel him.
Will Joshua show up? Or is it just a 1v1? A king versus shield of Rosaria. Whoa! That looks cool.
Why?
The blade must ever feed if her edge is to remain keen.
Butcher. What care you for these worthless creatures? They are nothing. Weak from the moment of their conception, ever longing for power not theirs to command, they turn unfailingly upon themselves. Like sheep, they roam in filthy flocks, eager to trample those few gifted a fleece of gold. Or that they might feel contentment with their pitiful existence. Prejudice and persecution, severance and strife, every earthly wrong springs from the malice in men's hearts. Malice born of the pain and suffering that is free will. Its corruption is gnawed at your being from the very moment of your birth.
You're wrong. It is no corruption. It is who I am. Every choice I make, right or wrong, gives me reason to carry on. And carry on I shall. Not as a puppet, but as a man. Which are you?
There was a time I too thought those the only choices.
What?
Long ago, God granted man the gift of magic, and with that gift did he build great civilizations. Yet over time, man lost sight of the gift's true meaning, stepping from the path of shared prosperity to one of avarice. He abandoned his creator for sword and flame, and through his folly, beckoned the blight. Yet, there were those few who refused to turn their eyes from the heavens, and they prayed to God that he might lead them back to righteousness. And the Lord, he did answer. Before the worthy shall the gates of paradise open. And so did I spread my arms to the ether, and cast my soul upon its gentle waters. I gave myself unto him. My worth proven, the Lord charged me thus. If your kind are to find salvation, they must be made to serve. You see, paradise lies but a single step away. Could we only take it? Could we only leave our transgressions behind? For none save the pure of heart and mind may set foot in the new world. I will save us. But it all begins and ends with you. You are the key, Mythos. And with this humble offering, shall I prove my faith once more.
So you forsook your kingdom. You forsook yourself to serve. Tell me, how is that living? What you seek to provide is not salvation. It's anything but. Life is about always having a choice. Take that away, and we might as well be dead.
Very well. Come then. Show us the strength of your will.
It's not the strength of my will that should worry you, but the weakness of yours.
Ooh. It's time to fight! All right.
If you
Okay.
your will
I'll let you have that one.
prove it. By this day's end,
Ouch.
you shall know the truth.
Barnabas. It's crazy how far this dude has come since the beginning of the game. Like, he said nothing in the first cutscene that he revealed that I actually thought he was going to be, like, quite a silent person.
Blessed with the might of a god, yet still you fight like a man. Must I show you? Show me more!
God damn. I love that he, like, actually blocks our attacks. It's so cool. I always forget he does that.
What do you see? Nice try.
He's been staggered. Yeah, it's just crazy to think. At the start of the game, he said like nothing and only Sleipnir was saying stuff, and I was like, this dude's like a quiet type, and he's just like gonna be like this weird, mysterious, silent dude in the game, and then like he just starts like monologuing and grandstanding, and he won't shut the fuck up. He's that introverted king that as soon as he gets comfortable, he's insufferable.
God chose you to serve as his vessel, and you cling to this foolish notion of hope when there is none.
Is it time? Is it dominant time?
Fuck!
Oh my god, that's a big ass horse.
Desperate, are we?
Meet his might, Clive. Okay. There it is, baby. There it is, baby. Let's scare the pants off that horse.
We can begin! Yeah!
Let us destroy this man-child once and for all! Oh, Odin's symbol is so cool. Wait, what?
Almost.
Whoa! He's switching beneath Odin and himself. That's it. That's pretty fucking cool. Wow.
You have been shown the path. Now you must follow it. Free yourself, Mythos. You will not defeat me otherwise.
We'll see.
The fucking tease. Oh my god, and then it goes back into fighting him again. What?
Require persuasion.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, Barnabas. Oh, that's so cool. Like, they used, like, transforming into the dominance as, like, a way to, like, transition to new areas for the fight. That's pretty fucking cool. I can't see when he's going to attack.
Enough, Mythos!
fucking see. Oh my god. I can't see.
Too slow.
I'm blind. Oh, fuck's sake.
Fine hand.
Come to me!
This man's got too much health.
Defeated. You admitted defeat the moment you turned your back on us. When you turned your back on the truth, Barnabas. We are not as weak as your God believes.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, thank God. Thank God, Torgal. I was like, you did not just take that for me. Okay. Whew.
Damn it.
Wow. Torgal, my boy. Come on, Barnabas. Yo. Fight me, coward. Oh, shit. He's bringing down the tower. This tower is coming down, baby. Not so stolid now. Come on, Efreet. Your friends are your power. And so are all your other icons.
What are you waiting for? Men know nothing of strength. What you will?
Oh my god. Final Fantasy VIII. Squall's Final Fantasy VIII Limit Break. Oh my god! Yes, take on that fucking sword. Shatter it! Yes! I just... Sunset Sukin! Oh! He just just Zan Setsukened his horse. Oh
Could
my.
it be you have made a weapon of your weakness? My apologies.
Whoa! He used his own move against him.
You are not the fool I took you for.
That was fucking cool. Broke his blade and stole his sword.
So it ends.
Oh.
No!
Oh god, no.
Don't tell me you are tired, Mythos! Your stubborn defiance has stirred my long becalmed heart, filling it with a joy that I have not known for generations! I had thought the tantalizing kiss of self-indulgence a dream forever out of reach. And now that its sweet ruin courses through my veins, I shall not be quick to relinquish it. Show me your work, Mythos, that I might revel in it!
Oh my god! Okay. Oh, he's doing the fucking shit where he's attacking me while I need to press the attack again. Oh my god. Dude, I can't believe I just... This is so Dragon Ball Z. I can't believe I just got fucking Goku'd. Clive just got Goku'd and he just ran out of fucking... He just got tired right at the end. Oh my god.
That's better.
Where are you? Yeah. Where'd you go? God damn it.
Must I show you?
I fucked up again.
Too slow. When will you see?
No Zansetsuken this time, you bastard.
Have I suffered the disappointment of lesser rivals? But no more.
Oh my god, he's going Super Saiyan again. Oh my god, the sheer anime of this. Look at this semi-prime. Great Divide is literally the fucking move.
Rejoice is our
He's literally doing fucking Squall's Limit Break. What the fuck?
How do you know this day will come? What proof have you?
I love that they're trash talking each other while they do this fucking fight.
Lord's grand design. I'll never serve your god.
This was the wrong move, but sure, I'll take it. Where are you? Where'd you go? That was the wrong move. I'm so annoyed I did the wrong move. It was supposed to be that move.
Too slow.
Oh my god.
As we're all ready.
Not now! I'm busy. Okay.
Never know this power.
Woden worthy Weos. Woden worthy Weos. What the fuck?
Source.
Okay, I tried.
I won ass. Since then, many have sought my crown ethos, but none could wrest it from my head.
What am I doing here, boy? Am I to just dodge you in big mode for ages? Okay.
Strength. Have you the will?
Is he really just... Ah! I cannot see! Haha, you got tired. You got tired!
Rapture! I am yours, Mythos.
Okay, he's dual wielding.
Your prize.
Okay, Circle of Malleus. That's what Tomes was talking about. Oh my lord. Holy shit, dude. What? You couldn't even keep up double swords for long, you bastard. Ow. Ow. How dare you? This is just fucking ridiculous. Okay. This is just so silly. Oh, what fucking cheetah? Okay, you're just cheating now. Thank you. You bastard. Happens to the best of us. Okay, okay. Alright. Okay. Beyblade! It's Beyblade! Oh, yeah. That hurt. I didn't block it that time, did I? Oh, yeah. Oh, bruh. Please. Ow. Barnabas? okay. It's like, oh.
Well, the day is at an end.
Almost a decapitation.
And we both know the truth. It is I who stand victorious. My will that prevailed.
Your will? No. It was his. Clive Rossfield.
Oh. The sassy sword flick. I don't know. We haven't obtained Odin's iconic power yet. We haven't even properly fought Odin yet, I don't think. I don't know about that. He may be falling, but we'll see. Dark Shard. The power of the icon Odin made manifest. This shard of crystal is as black as a moonless night and can be heard to emit a soft hum when held to the ear. So this is the material you get when you win your icon fights, though, for the sword that we can craft. But, I don't know. Very impressive fight against Barnabas. I love that the fight with Barnabas is switching back and forth between Odin and him, and in a very creative way with that fight. He's just got some incredible goddamn moves that are so much fun. But I am wondering if that is it. Not in a disappointed way, but just in a, I've been waiting for a where is Odin and the big Odin fight. But it seems that whenever Ifrit and Odin clash, he keeps switching back and forth between himself and Barnabas, and Ifrit got a little bit sleepy. And we were about to deliver a finishing blow before getting kicked out of it. But I like the reverse Zansetsuken. Oh my god. Using his own sword against him. Very, very cool. I'm just wondering what's going to happen now. Obviously, we're about to find out. But it's like my brain is just like, ugh. My will that has prevailed. No, it was his. Because Ultima wants us to defeat all of them. Because Ultima wants all of the iconic abilities in one vessel. If we don't have Odin's, we're not the perfect vessel. Ultima wants this to happen. I mean, look at where we are. Look at that statue. Oh no, he fell on this convenient platform. Okay. This is where we get the iconic power then. Cough it up, boy.
Perhaps there is strength in will. Would that I had not relinquished my own.
You relinquished nothing. What was it, if not will, that made you strive for a new world? Strive to win your master's approval. You were shown a fantasy, and you chose to believe it. But you were wrong. There is no world but the one we live in. And that world is worth saving, even if it means killing a god.
This is our Final Fantasy 16.
Bold words. from one who has served the Lord so well.
This is pointless.
But I almost forgot. I promised that I would make you presentable. Did I not?
There it is. The power transfer.
We shall fulfill our destinies. Just as the Lord's mother crystals have fulfilled theirs. Come, Clive Rossfield. Take what is rightfully yours. Become one with God.
No!
Buddy, you've wanted and taken all of the iconic abilities so far. Oh, fuck. Dude, Barnabas is a straight menace. He's maniacal.
At long last, salvation. I'm coming home. Mother.
Damn. Holy shit. Wow.
Tell me, how does it feel?
Show yourself! Face me!
How does it feel to consume your rival's strength, to gorge yourself on their beam, to edge step by trembling step ever closer to the divine? With or without a will, you are still but a vessel, our vessel. Behold, how your body shudders in anticipation of its fate.
Ooh. Right.
Oh. It's not yours yet.
No. Come then, O wayward child. We shall await you upon the back of the first worm. There all shall end and begin again.
Drake's spine. Wow, okay, there's a lot to think about with this one. Okay, while Ultima's spell fades, Odin's spell fades away, the Glasheim wall, as I can see here, let's talk about that before we move into the next segment. What's very interesting is Ultima referring to the Mother Crystal, like as the back of the first worm. So like, because the legends was about, you know, the Mother Crystals being bits and pieces of, like, you know, the giant, you know, all the Drake's pieces, you know. So it's kind of interesting that Ultima refers to it as such as well. It definitely gives like that credence to that myth about the worm. So that's kind of neat. I'm saying that. So on the back of the first worm, Drake's spine, Kingdom of Walud, because I knew that we were still heading to that destination. And it's like crazy. This is like being the penultimate sort of boss fight and environment to traverse. Just fantastic. And like I said, it's not a disappointment that we haven't gotten to fight Odin directly and it was more Barnabas. It was definitely a subversion of expectations because every single icon that's like opposed us outside of Ramu and Shiva and Phoenix has been like a fight, and a fantastic one at that. And I think my favorite part about it, to like view it in how we've been given it, is Barnabas is goddamn formidable on his own, right? Like Barnabas is a beast of a fight, great swordsmanship, right? Incredible moveset. So I just think it's awesome that instead of us doing like some sort of weird fighting a flying horse fight, that was more of like the cinematic breaks in between, and we got to really appreciate just an amazing like flurry of swords. Just that sword play was incredible. So many moves that are just incredibly confusing, and you're just like, what is going on here? So I really like the fight. It's just that it was funny because there was a part of me that was like waiting for the Ifrit Odin clash that didn't really come. So I like the surprise. I really, really like the fight. And we have Odin's iconic abilities now, and that's really exciting. We've got the full thing. We're the vessel now. Perfectly perfect vessel. God, I'm really interested in what moves we have. I'm assuming one of them will be Zansetsuken, maybe as like the ultimate move or something. I'm trying to figure out how Odin's moves will even work as abilities, but I'm assuming there'll be some really cool sword ones for us to get. God, it's going to be amazing. And again, because we get like Shiva and Odin now like so late into the game, it makes it really exciting to think about being able to use these abilities in like a new game plus scenario. But what a fantastic presentation. This guy is super intriguing, and I want to know more about his history, where he came from, his story. Waloed is still so mysterious, and I guess it's obviously supposed to be that way because of the story. Like we're not supposed to know anything about it. I just want to. But very interesting growth for this character as well, because like I said, he goes from being like this kind of silent guy in a chair, kind of a little bit reserved with Sleipnir next to him who does the talking. And then we start seeing him more and more, and he starts being like, I am a villain. King of Waloed and dominant of Odin, the Warden of Darkness, scion of a tribe that crossed the seas to Valisthea from a southern continent many centuries before, Barnabas, and this is the thing, right? Because this man has been alive for a really long time. Barnabas remains a zealous adherent of their ancient religion, the Circle of Malleus. And that's what Tomes was mentioning. And he does it. It's a name of a move as well, which is crazy. Tasked by his god Ultima to assist with the perfection of his vessel, Barnabas put Mythos to the test, at last judging Clive worthy and surrendering his strength to him with his dying breath. It's just one of those crazy character moments where it's like, I am choosing to do this. This is of my own will. And you're like, yes, but you're playing right into my master's will. Like you're doing what he wants by doing what you want, apparently. The illusion of free will. It is the themes that are interwoven throughout this story about like slavery, freedom, the illusion of free will, from the bearers all the way up to the gods wanting everyone to serve him in the way that the humans and nobles of this land want the bearers to serve them, and just seeing how things all like work together in that way is really, really satisfying, because we're fighting for a better future for the bearers and everyone to have like free will against a god that just wants everybody Akashic and zombie-like. Noble Akashic servants. Oh my God. So it's just a lot to take in, but that's as much as I think my brain can get out right now. A vast ethereal dome created by King Barnabas Thumb using the power of the icon Odin. It is not only capable of repelling assaults, both corporeal and magical, but it will also consume any who might endeavor passage across its bounds, spanning from the mining settlement of Aesla in the south to Frigg's Calm in the north. The barrier effectively blocks any approach to the Waluda capital of Stone here for hundreds of leagues. I love all of the Norse mythos stuff that's also like dropped in on this one, because it's all to do. You've got Odin, your little Warden of Darkness here, and then you have all of the sort of Norse name conventions for the places on Ash as well. It's really, really cool. God damn. There's just so much to dive in about there being like spin-offs to this world, prequels, sequels, whatever. Like this world has established itself so well and it's so deep that I don't want Final Fantasy 16 to be the Final Fantasy 16 game, you know? I need more. I need more of this world. However, it'll be given to me. What a visual spectacle. And there it is, baby. The back of the first worm. What's Joshua doing? Meanwhile...
Run!
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Quickly, my lord! Quickly! Why the hell is my city crawling with the captain? Don't ask me, ask them! Since when was Eugen Hamel one to hide when there was a fight to be had? Since they stripped me of my rank and banished me from the battlefield. Now I'm stuck wiping the backsides of this lot while the city burns and my wife tails off with a man half my age! And then you turn up! What the hell are you doing here anyway?
God, this banter's good.
What indeed? The enemy numbers 200,000 or more, counting yours. There are simply not enough soldiers mounted in the capital to repel an army of that size. Then one of the central keep, held by a contingent of soldiers and bearers from the surrounding boroughs. They are the sole reason it still stands. And all it took was an army on their doorstep to bring them together. The prospect of death does put things into perspective. Perspective. Perhaps it's what we've lacked all along. I need you to lend me some of your best men, preferably all of them. My best men? Does it look like I'm able? I admit this might not be the most convenient time, but my nephew's in trouble, and I may have already promised him your help. Your nephew, the outlaw? Never! My soldiers have better things to do than die for nothing. Then you and he are of the same mind. I fights for the opposite! He fights for a world in which we shouldn't have to live and die for nothing! And he fights today to give us all a chance of a better tomorrow! Be that as it may, a handful of men cannot stand against the kingdom!
Then mayhap they are the wrong men.
Yes!
Well, I'll be damned.
Our numbers are few, but I shall rally as many of my dragoons as I'm able. You, apprise the Lord Strategist of the state of the city's defenses.
Yes, Your Radiance.
And you would fight alongside us?
I owe the Phoenix a debt.
Does this vouch for my nephews?
Aye, but I still have my doubts about you.
Which we can discuss later.
Indeed.
You said you had men garrisoned in the keep. Captain, do you know how many yet remain?
Allow me to confirm. Commander?
Whatever their number, Randalar will be needing
Gather the
them
bodies
all.
and build a pyre in the courtyard. Quickly.
Terence.
My lord.
You will find a girl there.
A girl? We are in the middle of a war.
I owe her my life, and I always pay my debts. You are to see that she is provided for.
Dion, I cannot leave.
But you shall. If I am ever to be worthy of the forgiveness of our people, then I must earn it. And I must earn it by my hand, and my hand alone. Know that I do not ask this lightly.
And know that I will do it.
Farewell, Terence.
Farewell, my prince.
You got this, Dion. Put on a brave face, my boy. Oh my god. Dion and the Dragoons and Randalar and all of it. Oh my god. Okay, that's exciting. There's an army brewing. We have friends. Surely they enjoyed the light show.
Clive, thank fuck. You alright?
I am. But I'm a damn sight better for seeing you, Joshua.
And Barnabas.
The king is dead.
Let's go. What happens to the kingdom now, though? You know? Without its king.
So they're all...
It is a kingdom of Akashic, so, and orcs.
They are, but so is their killer. He can't hurt anyone anymore. You're safe.
Gav, we need to talk.
I'm sorry, Clive. You know I want nothing more than to go with you.
I do. But I'm glad you're heading back to the Enterprise nonetheless. And not just for Edda's sake. Our people need to know what happened here.
You can count on me.
As can she, I hope.
Thank you, my lords.
Yo, stepfather. Let's go.
Do you think that was wise?
Wiser than leaving a woman with child alone in the Deadlands. They'll be safer at the Hideaway. For now, at least. This land is overrun with Akashic. The king himself was long turned, albeit by choice, all to serve Ultima in his damnable quest to forge the perfect vessel.
The chaos Barnabas wreaked upon nation after nation. How many were killed for this?
He didn't consider it killing, or a mercy of sorts, a way to end their suffering. He truly wanted to save mankind, and ultimately use that.
As he uses us.
But why us? What are we?
What are we? We are dominance. That is our fate. But that doesn't mean we have to accept it, which is why we fight. For the right to deny it. Is that not so?
It is. For our sins. Barnabas said something else. That the mother crystals were Ultimas.
Ultimas? Are you certain?
We know that the mother crystals have been leading the land of Ether. And we also know that it's this which hastens the spread of the blight. But what I cannot fathom is what Ultima stands to gain from that. What did you find at the stronghold?
The truth about Ultima's prize. For so long, I believed it to be you, and you alone. Yet, it is not merely a fruit that he desires, but a fruit and phoenix both. That which we became in the skies over Twinside. Only when the twin flames are joined shall his vessel be complete. Quite why he needs a vessel is another question. Unless there is something he cannot achieve without one. Something his immaterial form precludes. Something requiring an unthinkable amount of ether and a body resilient enough to channel it. If I did not know better, brother, I would think that he meant to cast a spell. A spell 1,000 years in the making. A spell to end all spells.
And he cannot do it without us. Nor without the mother crystals. But if we destroy them all, we will stop not only the blight, but Ultima as well. We stick to the plan then. Only this time,
we face him together.
Well, it's a long walk to Stone here. Let's not keep Ultima waiting.
Brothers! Oh my god. Brotherhood, yeah. Brothers! The power of darkness. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Odin's essence. Attuning with Odin not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but It also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Gungnir, a frenetic flurry of attacks that damage all enemies within range. Ability details are found on the abilities in the main menu. Odin's iconic feat, Arm of Darkness, can be used to temporarily transform Clive's weapon into Odin's legendary blade. Landing attack slowly charges the blade, readying it for Zansetsuken, which is executed by holding square. It's determined by the blade's charge at the time of execution. Amazing. So you get Mega Flare with Bahamut and Zansetsuken with Odin as the charge ability. Wow.
When Barnabas fell, his magic died with him. The road to Stone here is barred to us no longer.
Well, all right then. The Mother's Mines, we have a Laid to Rest side quest. Do we have any others? No. Okay, well, we're going back to the Hideaway, first and foremost. Oh my lord, what a sequence, right? I wonder, I have a very strong feeling that we should be able to read that lore on the Mother Crystals now that Tomes has had for so long, because we have had Mother's Crystal lore sitting with Tomes that we haven't been able to read, and getting the information that the Mother Crystals were Ultimas
Clive.
being placed there seems to be a pretty significant piece of information there.
Find a better price than that.
I'm gonna take a gander.
The stews.
I'm gonna take a gander. Now let's look at Odin's blade that we can craft here, apparently.
So what it be?
Everdark. With the Dark Shard and the Ice Brand, we can make a weapon that's weaker than what we have. Yay! Everdark. In darkness shall he ever wander, content in her cold embrace. Well, we'll craft it.
No scratches, right?
And then we'll sit it in our inventory because it's not as strong as what we have. That's pretty funny. That's the power of doing side quests, baby. If we were not doing side quests, that would have been an upgrade, obviously. That's pretty funny. Ragnarok remains ours. It's a subtle upgrade from the Masamune. Alright. Odin has been channeled. Look at that. Our sphere grid is complete. So cool. Alright, what do we got? 5,000 to master the Arm of Darkness. Replace Clive's current weapon with Odin's blade. Mastering it increases it to 5. Flash of Steel and a steel counter. Okay. Individual attacks with Odin's blade are far less potent than Clive's regular weapon. Attacks with Odin's blade do not fill the limit break gauge. Striking an enemy or landing an ability with Odin's blade fills the gauge. Hold square when ready. Pressing square immediately following a precision dodge while the Arm of Darkness is active will result in a powerful attack called Flash of Steel, and pressing square after a successful parry will execute steel counter. Using both of these is one of the most efficient means of quickly filling the gauge. Amazing. We have Gungnir. Oh my god, look at these. Oh my god. Oh, I was just slowly zooming in this whole time. Like, why is my sphere grid getting so dramatic? I was like holding the fucking thumbstick without realizing. Summon the legendary spear Gungnir and execute an extended flourish of deadly slices and strokes. Each hit landed fills the Zansetsuken gauge. Because of course it does. Oh man, we have to equip this immediately. Increases the follow-up attack speed. Heaven's Clouds. Oh my god, look at these moves, dude. Surge forward to strike an enemy can be executed multiple times in succession if previous hit lands. Each hit landed fills the gauge. Increases number of times the ability can be chained. Cool. And Rift Slip, used to recover immediately from any ability or action. Huh. Okay. Immediately recover poise after taking damage. Used to recover poise after taking damage, but also reduces Rift Slip cooldown by 50%. Lengthens the time slow and reduces further ability cooldown when used while executing an ability. Temporal rift time. Okay. Dancing steel. Oh my god, it's the double blades. Okay. Oh my lord. Summon a second blade and unleash a flurry of attacks. All of these, right? This is really interesting because it's like the reverse, right? All of the other icons are like, here's your cool little gimmick. Oh, you get Mega Flare with this one. But like, here's your cool little cool moves. And then you get your ultimate move, right? And Bahamut has Giga Flare as the ultimate. Odin's is different, where all 4 of these abilities all serve this Arm of Darkness. And you want to unleash Zansetsuken as like the ultimate ability. That's the really cool part. You see that like 5-star damage, which is wild. I'm just wondering if we're going to be able to actually see who it is. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Pretty fucking cool. So all of these abilities serve this guy, which is why this costs 5,000. All right. What am I going to give up? I'm probably going to give up Bahamut for Odin. There's no need in having Zansetsuken and Mega Flare. So we're going to refund these, get my points back. And then I don't even have enough just to master it. That's just to increase it to 5. So let's use Odin. And I think I will like Gungnir and you know what, maybe Dancing Steel and Heaven's Cloud. Let's get that. Let's get Heaven's Cloud. And also upgrade that while we're at it. Why not? For some choice, and then I guess I'll save up. Trying to see what I can refund at this point that I might just stop using. Oh, 4890. We're so close. Refund one of my basic moves now. Alright, I'll save up and then we'll... actually, maybe I'll upgrade... this. Awesome. Alright. And then goodbye, Bahamut. It's Odin time. Love that. Cool. That's going to be fun. Lovely. We've got a side quest on Ash to do. We have hunts. Our patron's whisper requires our attention, and so does Tomes. Man, I'm still just processing that fight with Barnabas. It's very, very impressive. I loved the display. So I liked the Joshua and Clive stuff is just so satisfying, and I love that this mission is called Brotherhood. So by destroying this final mother crystal, we can stop Ultima's plans. But I'm assuming that we would not be fusing, because Ultima wants us to fuse. But if we fight together but separately, then we can beat him. Because if we fuse, that would be silly. Because that's what he wants.
Good morrow to you, my friend. If I may observe...
Your brother is possessed of a rare gift, and I do not mean the flames of the Phoenix. Words, Clive. His findings on Ultima and the Circle of Malleus are worthy of the great Moss himself. Should he choose to devote himself to his path, I hazard he could one day become quite the historian. But not before you and he finish your own story.
History can wait.
After all, for that is what it does. Alright, time to update the man.
That might interest you.
Time to update the man on our adventures. Recorder of the Realm.
Find for you today.
Oh my lord. Look at all of these. Holy shit. Barnabas' mother. More information on Moss the Chronicler. Zemeckis Falls, the continent. Information on the outer continent. Drake's Horn, the War of the Magi, the Circle of Malleus, the Inner Sanctum, Echoes. Oh my god,
If you have a question for me,
we've got
I
reading.
should be happy to answer it.
Interesting that the progress bar is still going, which means there's more. We're going to do some reading, and before we do that, I'm going to take a bathroom break because I need it. But our bestiary is close to being completed. We can see all of the progress bars. Almost done. Alright, it is reading time. Let's open these bad boys up. Let's take a look. Persons of interest. United against Ultima. His researches into Ultima culminate in the revelation that the creature's true form is one and the same with Efreet risen, the creature he and his brother transformed into in the skies above the crystalline dominion. His grip upon the creature he sealed away inside himself by the altar of Drake's head ever fading. He swears to stand with Clive and fight their fate until the end. The fact that what's really interesting, actually, is when we think about the fact that Joshua and Clive have transformed into Efreet risen already, and Joshua sealed Ultima inside of him, there would have been a period that they were all together. But the vessel was not perfect yet because there were other icons that were not part of Clive. Just realize that. By them all fusing together and being icons, Ultima was included in that little mix-up. And now that all the iconic abilities are obtained, if they fuse and Ultima is still inside of Joshua, game over. Could you imagine if the spell to end all spells is the end? That's the limit break that Selphie in Final Fantasy VIII can cast. Also, by the way, one of Odin's moves, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, was called Great Divide, right? It was called Great Divide. And I'm almost convinced, if I can remember correctly... Oh, it's not. It's not. It's not the same. It's... The finishing moves for Squall is Rough Divide, Fated Circle, Blasting Zone, and Lionheart. Blasting Zone is the one that I was thinking of. What he does... so it's a Renzo Kuken finisher for Squall. Is he just gets... His sword becomes so fucking huge. Like, it just goes massive into space, and then he just slams it down on the enemy. And just the way that it was written tickled my brain. It's like I think it was because of his first limit break, Rough Divide. And I was just like, this is so Final Fantasy VIII. It's insane. With the goddamn sword. In Kingdom Hearts 1, when you fight Squall, or should I say Leon in Kingdom Hearts, he does the same thing. He does a little thing with his sword, and he makes it this huge beam of light, and he just starts swinging it around at you. So cool. Dion Lesage, making good on his promise to Joshua Rosfield to join him in his fight against Ultima, Dion rallies his dragoons to the defense of the Dhalmekian capital of Randalar, saving the city from Akashic assault. He entrusts his troops to Eugen Havel, is apparently how that's pronounced, Eugen Havel, before setting out to pledge his personal loyalty to the Rosfield's cause. So, Dion should, I think, Dion should still be able to transform into Bahamut. In the same way that I'm not sure if Jill can transform into Shiva anymore. I'm not sure if she gave us all or some of her power. Because I'm just trying to think, because with Benedicta, we got Garuda's powers, but she still was able to transform, right? She was still able to prime. So I'm wondering if that's the same for Dion. And Jill even. So I guess time will tell or whether we've just stolen all of that power from them. Sleipnir. He was in fact a magical creation of Odin, and when his master primed, Sleipnir followed, taking the form... Oh, obviously. Taking the form of the icon's six-legged steed, but an e-guy cannot exist without its icon, and when Barnabas died, so too did he. He was the horse, because that's his name, Sleipnir, right, okay. And we Zanset Sukened right through the horse. That was such a cool scene. That was good to read. See, sometimes the character things are more than just a little bit of a catch up on what we've already experienced, but it gives some nice little details to things. While it is her sworn duty to serve and protect Joshua Rosfield, her true feelings for him run far deeper. Even after Joshua relieved her of her obligation to protect him and tasked her to protect Clive's hideaway instead, still she worries for the sickly prince's health. Of course she does. Though he kept his head low during the dark days of imperial rule of Rosaria, now that Empress Annabella is dead and his nephews returned from the grave, he strikes out once more, enlisting his old friend Eugen Havel, Dalmatian Field Marshal, to Clive and Joshua's cause. That was a great little sequence that played out. It was just like, I was still processing the whole Barnabas stuff, that I'm like, oh my god, we're in another place now. I have to think about that. We're almost done. There's one person missing here. It's right in the middle of all of these characters, so it's probably tied to a side quest or something, I'm not sure. Sir Terence, Dion's faithful bodyguard and his lover, he joined the prince in his ill-starred coup in the Crystalline Dominion, and after somehow surviving the disaster that followed, went with him again in the relief of Randalar. It was here that Dion finally released Terence from his service, begging him to care for the orphan girl Kihel. This is the medicine girl. Kihel. That those to whom he is indebted might be spared further danger. Okay, she has been named. Her travels took her from Dalmatia to the Crystal Dominion, where she nearly lost her life when the city was all but destroyed by Bahamut. After the flames died down, she labored to mend the wounds of the injured townspeople, eventually coming across a collapsed Prince Dion, who she nursed back to health. This medicine girl has been everywhere. It's kind of crazy, actually. If she is not some sort of secret super character that's like a hidden something or other, I'm like, how is she conveniently everywhere in this story? My god. Eugen Havel is the former field marshal of the Dalmatian Republic. While there was a time he took personal command of his troops, Hugo Kupka's rise to prominence led to him being recalled from the battlefield by reason of his advancing age. However, it was the battlefield that was to return to him when a horde of Akashic attacked Randalar, and with the ministers either stupefied or slain, he was left with no option but to coordinate his defense. One of the first characters that we see in this game, and one of the first characters revealed for this game in the trailer as well, was him way back when, in that meeting room. The Republican Prime Minister, not seen since the collapse of the Republican government following the death of Kupka and the fall of the Fang. Whether he was killed in the chaos or fled to save his own skin, no one knows. Barnabas's mother. Right, here we go. Ready? So the first encounter was he was an Ultima summoned illusion. This next one of the few surviving descendants of the children of Zemeckis, who fled from Valisthea and took refuge in the outer continent, only returning generations later. She and her clan were devout believers in the Circle of Malleus, whose teachings she instilled in her son, teachings and memories that he treasures to this day. Alas, her beliefs were also to prove her downfall, as she was killed in a raid by the followers of a rival religion. There is a full, in-depth game to be played here. I don't know. There's so much to get out of the, what has come before this game and what could potentially come after. So, the children of Zemeckis, who fled Valisthea and took refuge away from this place, coming back generations later. God, oh man, I love this. The way that this these twins have such wonderful storytelling and world building established with this over eons, you know, generations and generations. And we only have like myths and legends of what came before, with the fallen civilization beforehand as well, and Zemeckis Falls and all of it. Alright, a hidden past with Moss the Chronicler. When Harpocrates was but a boy, Moss visited his village on the outer continent. So Harpocrates also lived on the outer continent. That's a place that we have not yet gone to, you know? And what's this Leviathan the Lost stuff? And this shimmering isle thing that appears and disappears sometimes. You'll never see it twice, you know? There's so much that it's being like alluded to that we can't see, that I hope we get more expansion on. Perhaps seeing something of himself in the young scholar-to-be, the Great Master took him under his wing. However, their time together was soon to come to an end. For one day, Moss and his journal were gone, leaving nothing but a note behind, one which read, "Seek knowledge." The young Harpocrates took these words to heart. Amazing. Okay. Lay of the land. Let's take a look at our updates here. So we know what happened here. Prince Dion arrived at the last moment to help out. Randalar, capital of the Dalmatian Republic. It was once a thriving hub of commerce where merchants gathered from across Valisthea and people enjoyed a life of peace and prosperity under the guidance of the Parliament of Ministers who oversaw the nation's affairs from the safety of the Ministry of Law. Since Ultima brought about Primogenesis, however, Randalar's streets have been all but abandoned to Akashic Waluda soldiers and beastmen on the hunt for flesh. We still have a question mark here. We still have a few that are not actually filled in yet. Okay, let's take a look here. Zemeckis Falls is one of the big ones. Veldemark is formerly the most powerful kingdom in Ash until Barnabas Tharm led his armies in rebellion against its rule and established his own kingdom of Walud upon its still smoking ruins. Gjallarhorn is an aging fortress in the western reaches of the kingdom of Walud. It is oft used as a staging point for the royal army, and similar to other constructs across Valisthea, the keep appears to have been built on the site of ancient ruins, and it was in an underground chamber not unlike Phoenix Gate's apodatory that a fully intact rendition of Ultima's iconical pantheon was discovered. Stonehere is capital of the Kingdom of Walud, located on the coast of Frigg's Calm, Ash's northernmost bay. Its mother crystal, Drake's Spine, sits just offshore and is connected to the city proper via a massive span that legends say required 100 years and an entire mountain's worth of stone to construct. Kingdom of Walud. After Ultima brought about Primogenesis, Tharm's combined force of Akashic soldiers and beastmen was deployed across Valisthea, tasked with sowing chaos and mayhem. We're going to read this one in a sec, but I think we should read the older Mysteries of the Realm that have been waiting for us for quite some time. The Royal Knights of Walud. At Ultima's instruction, King Barnabas supplemented his ranks with orcs, creating a hybrid force which he duly dispatched to wreak havoc across Valisthea. Even after Barnabas's death, the chaos Ultima had sown with the casting of Primogenesis continued to spread, dooming the better part of the late King's army to end their days as mindless Akashic thralls. And Reverie is an impossibly tall tower in central Walud that seems to pierce the very heavens. The few followers of the Circle of Malleus remaining on Ash believe it to have been built by the gods, who would one day pass their final judgment from its heights. It has long been considered hallowed ground, whereupon mere mortals fear to tread. So there was a rival religion that wiped out Barnabas's mother, and then this religion, this Circle of Malleus, worshipped Ultima. There could be other gods and creatures out there. Maybe Ultima has been able to stop them from interfering, or maybe they've been defeated, but it's just so many questions, right? So many questions. Alright, these are some big ones. Drake's Horn is something new too. Alright, before we read these gold bordered ones, let me read these. Now, we haven't read Heart of the Mother Crystal or Lost Mother Crystals, and we got this a while ago now when we reached like level 5. The bright convolution of shards that sits at the center of each mother crystal. When a heart shatters, so too does the mountain around it. Since time immemorial, sanctuaries have been built around the hearts for the worship and protection of those irreplaceable treasures. The hearts, however, have their own methods of self-defense, replying to any attack upon them with unique and deadly magics, which I guess is what happened when Dion inadvertently attacked the heart of the Mother Crystal at the Crystalline Dominion, and it transformed into that flower. The Lost Mother Crystals. When Sidolphus Telemann put his plans to destroy the Mother Crystals in motion, 5 of their number towered over the twins, 3 less than Ultima set in place eons past. The Mother Crystal of Zemeckis was the first to fall, followed by Drake's Horn in Southern Ash and Drake's Eye in the Northern Territories. Now nothing remains of them save for the scars left behind by their passing. So there was a total of 8 Mother Crystals, which now makes so much more sense as I'm like, there's 8 icons. Like 1 for each Mother Crystal. I'm pretty sure. Is there not? Maybe? Maybe there used to be? Because we've got the fire one associated with the one near Rosaria. Bahamut at the first Mother Crystal we destroyed. Odin at Drake's Spine. There's so many different Drake's ones that it's hard for me to... And then Titan at his one. Shiva at the Northern Territories one. Drake's Eye. And then... begs the question, was Drake's Horn in Southern Ash Garuda's one? And then there's also the Crystalline Dominion. I don't know, man. A lot of questions. We don't have all the answers, but this is the answer here. Ultima set these Mother Crystals in place, which is information we just got in the game, in the cutscene with Joshua. So this would have given this information to us much further ahead of time. Ultima put these Mother Crystals in place. Interesting, right? So all of the Mother Crystals are called Drake something, except for the Mother Crystal of Zemeckis. Which I'm trying to think of like the names. Because they're all like the pieces, like Drake's Eye, Drake's Horn, Drake's Spine, Drake's Fang. And I'm thinking, with the heart of the Mother Crystal, all of the Mother Crystals having a heart, I wonder if the heart of all Mother Crystals was the Mother Crystal of Zemeckis, Drake's heart. In the center, where those falls are and where everything took place with this fight against the gods, apparently, way back when. The Inner Sanctum, erected far before the time of the Fallen, when humanity was still in its infancy, their original purpose was to simply provide protection for the fragile cause. As time passed, however, they were slowly transformed into places of worship. We have the Ancient Mural, which is what Joshua is talking about, Efreet Risen. And then we've got Echoes and the Journal of Moss. Moss's journal is one of few histories to speak at any length concerning the ancient circle of Malleus and the creature they worshipped as their god, Ultima. Both Moss and his journal were all but removed from public life at the insistence of rival scholars, but at Joshua's request, the Undying were able to track down a copy of the prized tome. Now, let's have a look at these other ones. So we've got Zemeckis, Drake's Eye, Drake's Horn, Drake's Tail, Drake's Breath, Drake's Fang. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, let's read Zemeckis Falls. A vast circular cavity carved from the Dalmatian coast. It is here that the Mother Crystal known as Zemeckis once stood. It was just called Zemeckis. In the Age of the Fallen, man, hoping to claim the power of the gods, laid siege to the crystal in an attempt to gain entry to its aether-rich heart. Rather than attempt to fend off the assault, he instead responded by destroying the Mother Crystal and its heart, the great crater left behind standing as a reminder of man's hubris. So that was a big old Mother Crystal. Once removed, that crater where the Mother Crystal was deep in the earth is just filled in with the water. So in the Age of the Fallen, they were still men, and they wanted to claim the power of the gods, went to attack a crystal, and then what's really interesting here is I'm trying to think what's going on here. I'm assuming it's the he that it refers to as Ultima, because it says, rather than attempt to fend off the assault, he instead responded by destroying the Mother Crystal and its heart. Is this one tied to Leviathan the Lost? Who knows? Again, so many questions. But we got a little bit more information on the myth surrounding Zemeckis Falls. These golden border ones are the bread and butter. This is like the good stuff that we get here. Like, a lot of the lore that we read is like, here's just in case you missed things, or if you need to catch up, or it's a bit of like a, reflection on events that just happened. There's a lot of good stuff in here, but these gold bordered ones, they just be like, this is the foundation of the world here. The continent, right? Here we go. Few have been known to brave the journey there or back, for which reason the character and customs of its people remain a mystery to most. Legends claim that the remnants of the Fallen fled thither from the Twins when their civilization collapsed, but even the most bookish Continental would be hard-pressed to explain what became of them in the intervening millennium. So it's been eons, right? With these Mother Crystals being placed. There's just almost too much lore to look back on, you know? God. I wonder what this Mother Crystal looks like, because this is huge. But the myth is true. Divine retribution indeed. Drake's Horn is a Mother Crystal which stood in southern Ash, so there used to be two on Ash, an area now lost to the Blight. The fall of Drake's Horn left Drake's Spine, the only Mother Crystal on the continent, and sparked a decades-long conflict for control of its ethereal bounty. After much bloodshed, it was the erstwhile nation of Eldermark which finally subjugated the warring tribes of Ash and established a kingdom around what is now Stonehere. The War of the Magi is one of many great conflicts waged near the end of the Age of the Fallen, in which mankind, fielding fantastical clockwork armies fueled by powerful magics, fought for control of the Mother Crystals. This, however, worked to hasten the drain of the aether from the land, and thereby gave rise to the Blight. By the time the fighting had ceased and peace was restored, the wounds suffered by both humanity and the land had grown too deep to heal, and civilization began its slow yet inevitable march into darkness. It was only a matter of winters before the 1,000 years of knowledge used to build the great Magitech faded and was eventually lost to history. Fantastical clockwork armies. This is just great. There's a whole other game right there. That is a whole game to be played. One of the many great conflicts waged near the end of the Age of the Fallen, in which mankind, fielding fantastical clockwork armies fueled with powerful magics, and they fought for control of the Mother Crystals. But this hastened the drain of the aether from the land and gave rise to the Blight. But this was during the Age of the Fallen, which means that the lands did indeed recover. The Mother Crystals have always been there since this time? Or has that been the same Blight? It's hard to keep track of the timeline sometimes. the ancient religion from which more recent savior cults grew. Its beliefs were originally drawn from murals left behind by the people who lived near the mother crystal Zemeckis, but while at one point it was a faith followed throughout Valisthea, time and the fading memory of the ancient culture that spawned it saw it gradually fall from favor. Like, I wonder if this is an interesting cyclical nature thing where, like, the spell to end all spells that Ultima casts is like a restart, you know? Ah! I'm pressing the restart button on this place. Let's start again. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully the villain likes to grandstand and he'll give us some information. Echoes are strange clockwork constructs, often encountered in and near fallen ruins. Clockwork, you say? They were once only ever found protecting such structures, but in the aftermath of Primogenesis, beneath the blackened skies that followed, they emerged from the ruins at last and can now be seen all over Valisthea. Though widely assumed to be vestiges of the fallen civilization, it seems they were in fact originally servants of Ultima, created by him in a time lost to memory, and that it was only over long years of scavenging wreckage from fallen ruins that they took on their current form. Since Ultima's reawakening, they have been guided by his will and his will alone. They serve Ultima once more. Odin. Oh yeah, and here's another thing, right? Let's not forget about Typhon. Some fucking weird ass potential previous icon at some point, maybe? I don't know. That was another thing. It's been so long now. You're like, oh yeah, that was an incredible fight. So long ago now. Odin, the Warden of Darkness who rides into battle atop his six-legged steed, black blade in hand. His latest dominant, King Barnabas of Waloed, a man scholars believe to be a descendant of the ancient motes of darkness within whose line all dominants of Odin are born. However, they have yet been unable to prove this point on account of no records of any Odins before Barnabas Tharm having come to light. Don't even have record of Odin before Barnabas. Interesting. There you go. What a lore read. There's still more to get. A few more things for us to get brought up to speed on. For sure. But that will be us bringing this episode to a close now. Very massive episode. We fought Odin and survived. We have his iconic abilities, and we're going to play around with them next time. We will head back to Ash. We will check out this side quest, and we will make for Stone here. We're getting close to the end game now in terms of this main quest here. There's still hunts to do. There is still the Patron's Whisper to check out for our reputation. So there is obviously going to be more additional content for us to explore before our journey comes to an end. But with this one, it's time for the episode to close. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you next time.